For those who are trying to stay lean and fit in their 50s, 40s, whatever, watch this video. What's up, everyone? Welcome to my very humble channel. Now let's get into it. I get a lot of women who are menopausal. They're in their 30s, 40s, 50s. Yes, it even starts in their 30s. And they're like, Stephanie, how do we stay lean and fit as we get older? And we are going to talk about it right now. If you guys go and dare to check out my older videos, I always wore a sports bra. But that was in my early 40s. And now I'm in my latter 50s, close to 60s. And years and years down the line, I've been balancing my hormones, like all of us, really. People ask me all the time to do videos about women going through premenopause, postmenopause, and men going through andropause. But really, this video is for everyone because it's always the same. And I also get asked all the time about progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone to build muscle at 56. And I always say, no. This body is a full natty body. Those creams, I don't care if they come from yams, those synthetic hormones jack up your body's ability to balance your own hormones. It's not about running towards the creams and the pellets or whatever people are taking to balance their hormones from their 30s, 40s, and 50s. It's about protecting your adrenal system and balancing your blood sugar. I decided early on that I wanted to be like Peter Pan. I don't have time to get older. I really don't. The first place that it starts in being young and lean and fit and trim is right there. It's the mentality. Because, see, I will do everything to stay fit and young as I get older. I got life to live. There's no time for like, I'm so tired, but I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I am so busy. But y'all have to have effort moments. You got to let it go. Because if you decide to fidget and fester and hold on to things that are not important, you will not change your habits. You won't change your thinking. You won't create new adventures. You get stuck in a pattern. I coach people almost every day and for years, and they watch too much TV. They're addicted to foods. They're like, but my food is going to be so boring if I do keto or if I do carnivore. But they want to lose weight. They want to get super fit. They want to look and be healthy. Most people are not willing to do everything that it takes to get the job done. Food is not entertainment. There are no potions. There are no magic pills and elixirs and injections and pellets or anything that are going to keep you healthy but your own actions. Everything close to nature, next to God, next to the earth, that's when you stay lean and fit. There is no diet. There's no fasting. There's no snake diet, 1 meal a day, brown fat access, endocrine balance on taking any elixirs. If you are hitting a hormonal block, you have to protect your adrenal system. If you are a postmenopausal woman, you have to protect the adrenals. If you don't want to be on these creams and pellets, which everyone's like, oh no, they're fine. They're so fine. That's like what you do. No. My mom's generation, when she was growing up, wasn't on pills and elixirs and pellets for her hormones. We are loaded in pharmacological junk these days. People, wake up. Your body does not want to be sick and unhealthy. I've realized in this world, we can't escape the nonsense 100%, right? The chemical exposure in the air and the water, clothing, dyes in the clothing, plastics, forever chemicals, they are everywhere. But what you can do is really take care of your detoxification pathways and make sure that you have enough tools to fix the car. Tools to fix the car. That's what it's about. It starts here, and then with initiative and action, you have to treat your body like you're training for the frickin' Olympics. Never ever take 1 minute, 1 second out of a day to forget how much TLC that this body and this heart and the way you think needs. There's so much I want to do in life. I don't F around. I don't fuck around. I don't. I get things done. I'm a freaking boss to myself. When I decided to leave Hollywood, California, and move to a small dinky town in the middle of nowhere where I don't know a single person on raw land with a bunch of big animals, it's living. That's stress. That's a good stress. And I take that stress and I make it work so that my hormones understand that this healthy stress is a part of being excited about life. That no matter how difficult things are, you work your damn hardest for self-acceptance. You can't have joy without pain. You cannot. And when it comes down to the physical body, so many of you are like, I'm so busy. Like, I don't have time. Where's the cream, the elixirs, the pills? No. When I heard about grounding, I got grounding shoes. When I had a chance to move to greenery and get more oxygen in nature, I drug my big boy across the United States for nature. Why should he be stuck in a tiny little stall next to a expressway where people are going like 100 miles an hour with all that exhaust? No. He has to be happy and healthy, and so do I. In California, I would take my horse and go up and do sprints on hills. People are like, what are you doing? I'm like, if I got to exercise, he's got to exercise even more. Yeah. No pills, injections, elixirs, cocktails, potions. Even the supplements are getting out of control. Use what you need and move the frack on. If you want your hormones to balance, focus on parasites. Focus on candida. Focus on anything that stresses out the microbiome, right? And also focus on breathing, moving blood around. My mother has lymphedema. The fluid pulls to her legs, and her veins and her vesicles are not strong enough because they've atrophied to pull it back up to her heart. Everything pulls down. And then for years, she wasn't drinking enough water or balancing her electrolytes. And then on top of that, you're dealing with parasites and stress and toxic exposure with food, air, water. The body does not want to be unhealthy. When you give the body what it needs, it will do for you. Now, I'm coming from Hollywood where women were doing a lot of plastic surgery. People are like, oh my God, J-Lo or whatever. They all do something. All of them. But this here, my people, this is love, self-acceptance at 56. Y'all don't need to run and start cutting into the skin. I was doing a video, my phone rang, and I was like all lost up in it. But let's get to the point. You have to balance your electrolytes. Sodium, potassium, magnesium. Those are the most important. If you're postmenopausal and you find yourself with low bone density and you know that your estrogen has hit the floor, then perhaps adding calcium to this can be advantageous. But calcium coming from, let's say, eggshells or really fish bone. Those two things are a great source of calcium. Otherwise, it's very, very important to work out. I work out 6 days a week. Now in Los Angeles, I could work out 3 hours a day, but with having my own ranch and all these animals and trying to build a house and take care of everything, I don't have time anymore. But I still go 6 days a week. Even if I run in there for 20 minutes and I'm lifting, I'm going to be at the gym. Because as I get older, going through menopause myself, your muscles have muscle memory. And if you keep your blood sugar balanced, then you don't gain weight. It is insulin resistance, jacked up adrenals that make you gain weight, right? Because you become estrogen dominant. Your adrenals can't make the reproductive hormones once your ovaries burn out. Men, this goes for you too. I mean, you don't have ovaries, but it's the same concept with andropause. Men are exposed to xenoestrogens, they have stress, blood sugars all over the place. This makes you estrogen dominant. You start gaining weight. Then the fat cells can make estrone and make fat, which is a signaler to store more fat, which pushes down testosterone and raises dihydrotestosterone. And men are going into a very messy place these days. Yes. Exposed to way too many xenoestrogens. So we're talking pesticides, horrible, endocrine disruptors, high blood sugar, endocrine disruptors, plastics, plastic bottles, plastic receipts, endocrine disruptors. If you don't exercise, if you don't breathe right, if you don't stand right so you can get nice upper trunk circulation, because if you're sitting at a desk, this stuff cannot move. And if you can't move, and if you're constipated, you can't get out the estrogen. And if you have an estrogen buildup in your liver, that's going to recirculate back into the bloodstream. So I don't care what diet you're on. If you do not look at everything in your entire day, that diet's not going to serve you purpose. You can fast. You can do your 1 meal a day. You can talk about ice baths. I don't care. Okay? If you don't take care of these things, your hormones will not balance. If your ovaries are working or not. Women are going through menopause earlier and earlier, and I know this because I coach so many people and thousands and thousands and thousands over the years. Now I could go ahead and talk about the keto diet and the carnivore diet, but I really want to inspire you guys. Work out. Find time, even if it's that much each day. Build that bone density, right? Encourage motility so you can poop out that excess estrogen. Get the gallbladder functioning by eating fat. Eating salads and low fat is just putting a strain on the gallbladder. Liver function. If the liver function's low because you guys are on pharmacological interventions, you're not sleeping well, you don't balance your electrolytes, your blood pressure is running too low if you're on keto or carnivore, or too high if you're coming from the standard American diet, and then those medications are so awful. No. People are so wrapped up in cholesterol, they're not looking at everything else. We need cholesterol. Cholesterol is an antioxidant. What you don't want to do is eat oxidized, crappy oils. Get off the nut butters, get off the coffee, get off the cheese, and try to source grass-fed. I don't care how expensive it is. Make it happen. You can, if you want something bad enough. Right, guys, I just wanted to do a little encouraging video, and I'll go more into women who are going through menopause, what to do. But really, you have to protect those adrenals. You have to get to sleep early. You have to drink enough water. So many of you are not drinking enough water. You think you are, but you're not. You guys keep falling off the wagon and having garbage and then making excuses saying it's okay. A lot of you guys are making excuses for not working out or working out too late and not focusing on your posture. All right, so you can have good circulation. The timing of your meals, this fasting is destroying you, destroying and wrecking your adrenal system. I don't care what Mr. Fungus says. If you fast and gotta remember, hunter-gatherers never would electively not eat. They rested when there was no food. We don't rest, which puts a lot of stress on our adrenals and our thyroid. And then we have to think about the food for our thyroid: seafood, oysters, salmon, potassium, seaweed. I'm going to do a whole video about getting potassium from the sea. You need enough potassium if you can't eat an avocado. You must balance your minerals, and you must get enough of the nutrients so the cells can get fixed, because food is not entertainment. It's only fuel and tools to fix the car if your body is a car. That's all it's for. It's not to entertain you. Oh my God, my food choices are so limited. Well, that is the reason why you're doing creams, elixirs, and pellets for your hormones and you can't sleep. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Food is not supposed to entertain you. 20 minutes of like, oh my God, it's so good, and then your body falls apart. I don't need to have any surgery. I don't need any of the injections and the this and the that and the third. You just have to take care of yourself and protect those adrenals, because your adrenals are still going to make sex hormones. A lot less, women, but they're still going to make enough. And with consistently lifting, you get muscle memory. And that is basically how you stay young for a very long time. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com and book a consultation. Talk to me directly, and I'll get you on point if you feel like you're having issues with hormones or gut or thyroid or inflammation. It doesn't matter what it is, or fertility. I'm your girl. And yes, your girl is always working on the physical body and the mind and connecting to the earth. You can go to my Instagram at Stephanie Ketogenic, my Facebook fan page at Stephanie the Business Person. Get ready for the challenge signups. Not yet, but soon. Soon. And I'm out because I got to go ride my horse. I got to pick up some hay. Energy! We got to do it right. Energy. At 56, soon 57, and then 3 more years, I'll be 60, and I cannot wait to turn 60. So excited.